mollydogcoffee.com. Uh, I don't think I have the white on me, but I was going to try this Cerulean Blue 05 A502. I was going to do that sort of up here in this area here. I've been just dabbing on here and then just spreading it out. It seems to work pretty good, but maybe people do it differently. Put it over here. I'm doing this now because then if I go over the hair accidentally, then I can do the black on the hair. So, okay, make sure you wash your brushes to keep your brushes going strong. So that's what I'm doing. Again, I'm not a painter. I'm more of a sketch artist and then digital art, but I can do it. I've done not a lot of painting. What I was saying yesterday, and again, it might rain in this area, so I'm only out here to see if I can get some blue in here real quick. This is kind of how I do my art. I do a little bit, take a break. That's how I do all the things I create. Is I do a little bit. The longest I'll do lives is 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes is good for me. I don't want to sit here. I used to draw online for 2 hours. It was too much, way too much. See, you can just spread it out. So now you have a nice blue going around the edge. And then you can come in here more. And she has these little, again, if you went over that, see how her hair is kind of curved up. If you went over that, then you could take the black and bring it back. So that's why I'm doing the blue now. Probably want a smaller brush to come in here. I do find painting relaxing, especially if you're making your own thing where you don't have to like, oh, okay, this is how I want to make it. I'm just saying, oh, okay, I want a blue here. And I'll do a nice sheen over this so it stays. But with anything in life, if you have a few minutes to do something, just do it. That's the problem. Everyone thinks they need to do something and spend hours on it. This is probably, I mean, I did cut this board out, so we're probably a few hours into this. And this is going to sit up front for my business. I have a big sign coming in uh, soon, next few days, that I'll hang up. And then this will say coffee here. So I might say Molly Dog Coffee. But the big sign I have coming in will say that as well. So here's our cup. That's where the cup is going to start, the purple cup. I love that purple cup. I think it's a nice. I was trying to go for like a Disney color because they used to have those purple signs. I don't know if they got rid of all of them. This is me cutting in. Let me share this out to our. Cerulean Blue is the name of that. And this blue will be, again, see how I just did that with that's a little bit of paint? I didn't even spend a lot, put a lot up there, and that's how you can kind of save your paint because if you put it on a palette, you're mixing it and then you have to waste paint. So I feel like putting it on your canvas is actually better. Everyone does things differently. It doesn't mean I'm wrong and they're right or whatever, or they're wrong. So this is going to be her fur. So we got Molly back in 2015 when my dad was sick, and as a way to help him through tough times through his illness, and unfortunately didn't make it. But Molly is what we have to. That's why I started Molly Dog Coffee more recently. It's all fresh stuff, antioxidants. You have 2 weeks to drink your coffee to get the antioxidants. I always think that's a bird, but I think it's actually a squirrel that makes that noise. I took a picture of two birds this morning. I was actually able to get an extender. It was kind of pricey, but maybe it will help me get closer to the birds. Again, I'm just trying to do this before the rain comes in, so I get. Oh, there's a bird right here. I put up a little bird bat. Maybe it is that bird making that noise. All right. I might do red in here with white, but if this is coffee, then that has to be. I'm gonna wipe this out. That's all the blue I'm gonna do for now. I might try to do a brown or a black. I don't know. I'm gonna do one more color before I go in. I'm about 6 minutes in. The longest I'll make these shows are actually 22 minutes, like a actual production with no commercials. And I know people will watch these later, so even if people aren't watching now, I do it for people watching later. Got another brush here. I'm gonna just put another little purple in here. This is my second coat. You see how when you do a second coat, though, you get rid of those streaks. So it's important to do your second coat. Some people, I think they do. I think painters do, maybe. Just get rid of that white there. And her paw comes down here, so I'm just gonna do this. It reminds me of the Joker, 89 Batman purple. I just do side to side, nothing too crazy. I try not to waste any. And then I dab in this. Again, art takes time, and I think with like AI and stuff, people want things to be instant. And you can go grab more paint down here and smooth it out. Great thing about paint, you can mix it. You can do kind of that with color pencil too. You can mix it, marker a little bit too. But more paint, you can go over things with paint. If I want to put white in there, then I can, you know. Just trying to come up here. I love that blue, the cerulean blue, is that what it's called? Yeah. Cerulean blue is what I'm using. All right, try to do this over on this mug here. And this is an old photography sign I had I wasn't using. I still do the photography, Jason's photography, but it's more on nature, not so much weddings, because weddings are a lot of work. If someone asked me to do a wedding, I'd probably say, yeah, for 10 grand, I'd do a wedding. It's a lot of standing on your feet, and then you try to get a warm meal. And I've had my fair share of warm meals. I'm not gonna lie. I did have some okay meals at weddings, but I don't know if I'm gonna do a white. If I did a red in there, if I went over with white, I think it would work. You know, blend in some white there later on. I don't know if I want to do a black nose. I got a few more minutes here. A black nose. But I mean, this has to be black too. Black and black. So if that's all gonna be black, that has to be like a white coming around, you know. So I could do a black there. And then this would have to be white too. So I might leave a space just so I can see that. Might do the nostrils first. I like paint on wood. This is it's kind of a heavy piece of wood. Yeah, Molly is black lab. She's kind of tiny, but I mean, if we got her in 2015, she's over 11 years old. But she was already a puppy at that time, you know. Yeah, so clean your brushes. I know Bob Ross used to hit his brushes on the easels. So clean them off and do something like that. I mean, your hands might get, but now it's dry, you know. Now I can come in here and do by little nostrils for her. And then this is going to be all black. Like I said, my brother's a painter. He's in New York, and he's painted a lot in his life. I've done a little bit of painting, not much, so I think I'm falling in love with it though. As I heal my body of what I had in 2013 and moving forward in my life, it's very peaceful to me. I'm just gonna dab that up. Yeah, from afar, I thought I kind of messed up on the eyes. I mean, this one might be a little bit wider, but overall, I don't think it's bad. As long as you're trying in life all the time, things will be okay. I've always tried and given 100% in everything I've done. And that's what you want to do. You want to give your best. Even if you have haters, you're always going to have haters. Think of Michael Jordan, he has haters, and LeBron has haters, and all professional athletes have haters. That nose looks cute. I like that. I'm going to bring this in here. I hear the bird. Or it's a squirrel, I don't know. I really like painting outside. It's very nice. When I lived in Florida, we did have overcast day. We did have rainy days and stuff like that too. We had the little lizard running around, so it's not actually nice to be back in the north with with birds. And then this right here would be her. This is gonna be a line too coming down. I hear you. Are you good? I hear you, little bird or squirrel, whatever you are. All right. So this is gonna be white because Molly has like a white mane or white chest. Bird's not happy. Whew. I think if you're gonna do painting though, you should take pictures of like the different, or even if you're doing color pencil, take a picture of the pencils you're using so you know what to go back to like on the next day. And that's sometimes people mess that up and they're guessing what they used. And then they're like, oh crap, what did I use? And we didn't have cameras like that back in the day where you could just take a picture. We just had to write it down. But I didn't do a lot of coloring growing up. I did a lot of just sketching. I was always afraid I was going to mess up the drawing, but if you can get into painting and stuff, then you feel alive because you can go over it. Or if you really want to come alive, just do pen work. All right, it's getting a little hot out here. I'm going to end it. Like I said, I do about 15 minutes. That's my 15 minutes today. We are live right now. Molly Dog Coffee is our company, or my company. Betsy Blue, my mom, and Becca. So we all own this company. It's fresh coffee. Right when you order it, we roast it. So that's the difference, and then we ship it right to you. mollydogcoffee.com. So many different blends, and some aren't blends. So check us out. The prices are reasonable. Was that from yesterday? Yeah, so that. I almost kind of like when it's like thick on there. That's kind of cool. All right, there's our Molly dog today. I did the blue. I did the nose. I have to figure out what I'm doing for the mouth. All right, talk to you on the next one. Peace.